that was something that we were thinking about with some of the larger landowners to see if we can exchange some properties that they have within some areas that are a little bit more desirable. And so if we could exchange properties with them, we keep the ag land in ag land, because a lot of property, a lot of people own a lot of ag land, and in exchange, we get, just keep that in ag land, and then, you give them value in something else that they might have, especially because I think what we're really focusing on is the transit-oriented development area. And so I think if we could get that high value area, you keep the development in a specific area where you can do density, and to ensure that number one, they get value, and number two, that we get the type of development that we really want. And so I think that was something that will affect my community on a neighbor island, because then at least, these companies can really think twice before, selling something off because they need money. But if we can exchange something, for them for value, and then get some type of development, and then they don't have to worry because they have the development right somewhere else. I think it's something that we're looking at. It's kind of going to be a pilot to see if how many landowners are interested in this, and number two, can we actually make it work? So in concept, I think it was something that we thought might be interesting, but in practice, you have to really make it happen. And so I think a lot of these bills that we're doing that's the concept. We think of a concept, but in practice, sometimes it gets a little bit more difficult because there's a lot of elements that you don't really think of sometimes when you're drafting the legislation.